Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Can you tell us your name and a little bit about yourself?
Okay. My name is MLS Mariene. I'm a medical lab scientist by profession. I am married. I'm blessed with children.
Okay. You said you're a medical lab scientist. For how long have you been into this profession?
Let me say, if I'm precise, almost 15 years now.
Okay. Can you share your experience in becoming a medical lab scientist from the days of your schooling and up to this moment?
What I can say about it is that from my schooling I have passion of taking care of people. That was why I went into the course.
Okay.
And from there, because of that passion that I have for it, I try to do my best.
Okay.
And with God by my side, I was able to achieve what I can now.
Okay.
As a medical lab scientist, what we do is all about testing,
Okay.
all about taking care of patients. And since then, I've been into it. I'm glad that I'm there.
Okay. Can you share with us some of your experiences during your days in school, the schools you attended and the places of training in becoming a medical lab scientist?
Okay. I was born in Lagos. My primary school was in Lagos.
Okay.
Also, my secondary school was also in Lagos.
Okay.
Before I got admission into Ebonyi State University, that was where I got this profession as a medical lab scientist.
Okay. So can you give us examples of some of the things you do as a medical lab scientist? Let's say the range of tests you perform or things you do on your patients.
Actually, the work of a medical lab scientist is to run tests. Tests on patients, not animals, on human beings. And we use a lot of apparatus to run tests. We use urine, we use blood, we use sputum, we use stool, fluid, body fluid. That is what we use to run all these tests.
Okay, as a medical lab scientist, we know you must have come across some challenges in your profession. Can you share with us some of the challenges you usually face as a medical scientist in your profession?
Okay. In every work, there must always be a challenge.
Of course, sure.
But what I believe in life is consistent in such challenges. When you have challenges and you keep on correcting yourself, before you know, you achieve what you want.
Okay. But can you give us instances of some of those challenges you usually encounter?
I've said earlier on that in everything you do, you must have challenges.
Sure.
But the issue is all about the love you have for that thing you are doing.
That's the passion.
The passion. That is when challenges come around, with the love you have, you can now say what am I not doing right, and what am I doing right for me to be able to get the best.
Okay. As a medical lab scientist, there are other people into your kind of profession, or let's say the field of medical science. How do you see that area in Nigeria? How do you see it grow? How does it grow? The medical lab scientists in Nigeria, how do they grow, or how does the business run in Nigeria here?
Okay. What will I say? Every business has challenges, but if you are consistent in whatever you are doing, you see that at the end you will not be, how will I put it, the way you are consistent in what you are doing, people are seeing you coming out even when things are not working the way it's supposed to be, and all the time you come out, do the little you can do. Before you know, you will go higher. But if you see those little challenges and you say, how can I, and you start having a biased mind, or within yourself, you are discouraging yourself, because in this life, whatever is your encouragement that will make you go far, what you encourage yourself. But if you start limiting yourself, that maybe you can't get to the level you're supposed to, you see yourself, you won't get there.
Okay. Now, at what point in your life did you realize that you want to become a medical lab scientist?
I said it earlier on that from childhood I love taking care of people. Yes. That was why when I went into the profession, even when I saw myself I wasn't getting it, I was still striving to make sure I fulfill that desire I had when I was.
Okay. Wow. Okay. As a black person, what advice will you give to anybody that wants to go into becoming a medical lab scientist?
According to the profession is a very good one, and you have to be disciplined. The profession needs disciplined people. If you are not disciplined, you won't be able to get there. You need to be disciplined. You need to be prayerful. I know when you say when you say discipline, a lot of things is being involved in when somebody is disciplined. You know, when you are disciplined, you know the time you're supposed to go and read. You know the time you're supposed to how to behave, how to talk. Discipline comprises a lot of things.
Yeah.
That was why I said the person needs to be disciplined and also have the fear of God and also be prayerful. That is just the criteria I can give out.
Okay. How long does it take one to become a professional, or do I say a registered medical scientist in Nigeria?
Okay, it takes 5 years.
Okay.
To run the course through university.
Okay.
And 1 year for internship before you can be professionally for that. After your secondary for 5 years course in university, you just end up there. You can't be a medical lab scientist. Okay. You must go for this 1 year internship before you can be qualified as a scientist.
Okay. Do you have a regulated body or association in Nigeria for medical lab scientists?
Yes. We have Medical Lab Scientists Association of Nigeria.
Okay. Now, how do they assist the medical lab scientists? I mean, talking about these regulatory bodies, how do they assist? how do they assist the medical lab scientists that registered under them in becoming efficient in what they do?
You know, Nigerians, everything is on your own. Everything is on your own. The issue is that what they just need is for you to come register with them and do your own business.
Okay.
For me, there is nothing like them supporting you financially. Just for you to, how will I put it? Just for you to make sure that you are a registered scientist.
Okay.
They will, when you're a registered scientist, then you are now fit to have yours. That is what I believe that they can do. You are now fit. Because if you are not a registered scientist, there's no how you can be eligible for you to
have your own lab.
Have your own, yes.
Okay. Now let's say if you have your way, how can you make these regulatory bodies, how can you enforce them to assist medical lab scientists? Or in your own terms, or in your own opinion, how do you think medical lab scientists can be assisted in becoming better in their profession?
The issue, the government is not helping out. There is no job. It's just a regulatory body that what they do is all about making sure that you are a professional.
Okay.
You get me?
Yeah.
Coming about assisting, I believe if the government can have hospitals where people can go in and work like abroad, they have, it takes a lot of things. It takes a lot of things for the government to come into it. But if there's job, you see, things will be flowing well. If there's hospitals, people will not, like, I believe in abroad, with the little knowledge I have, see, a scientist goes to work latest 4 hours, 8 hours, 6 hours, you go to work and come back. But in Nigeria, sometimes we go to work 12 hours because of less staff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now how many staffs do you have under your profession?
I have myself as a scientist,
okay,
and a technician that is assisting me in the lab. But at the reception, we still have staff there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any last message for the blacks generally, or the black community? Any final words for them, or any message? Even outside your profession, do you have something you'd like to share with us?
Yes. What I can say is that our country, Nigeria, the way they fashion it is, how will I put it? How will I put this now?
Any way you put it.
Do your own. Let me put it that way.
More or less like everybody for himself. Everybody
for himself, exactly.
Okay.
Which if you don't have that vision, you won't get anywhere. That is why by the time you are growing, just be disciplined. When you are being disciplined, you see God will begin to give you a different wisdom. And before you know, you get where you're supposed to. That's the advice I can give.
Okay. We thank you very much for your time, and we would like you to, and if you don't mind, to show us some of the things you do, maybe like the processes or something. I don't know.
Okay. Like this place is the laboratory. This machine is an auto analyzer.
Okay.
We use it to run there's a test they call full blood count. Full blood count. This also is an auto analyzer, which we use it to run chemistry tests.
Alright.
These are also machine for running tests. So that's it.
Alright, we really thank and appreciate you for having us and giving us the opportunity to have you on our platform.
Okay, and I also want to appreciate you for the little time that you gave me to share my little knowledge with you people. God bless you.
Thank you, and have a wonderful day, man.
Okay, they brought the blood. You've ready, okay.
So,
Okay, this department is the sonography department where they do scan. But I'm not the sonographer. Sonographer is busy. These are the machine for the scan. Okay, this section is the X-ray department where they do X-ray on every part of the body.